Welcome back to Accounting Recounted. I'm your host, Amanda Hendren, and today we are covering part 2 of our 3-part series on bookkeeping for small businesses and startups. In this episode, we are going to be diving into the world of tax preparation and compliance for small businesses. Taxes can be a daunting task for many entrepreneurs, and let's be honest, they can be daunting to most people in general. But we have you covered. Today, we are going to explore key considerations for tax preparation and compliance, and we're going to discuss common tax deductions and credits for small businesses. And we'll offer some valuable tips for staying organized and meeting your tax deadlines. So let's get started. To begin, let's talk about some key considerations you should keep in mind when it comes to tax preparation and compliance. First and foremost, it's crucial to understand the different types of business structures and their tax implications. Whether you operate as a sole proprietor, partnership, or corporation, each structure has its own set of rules and requirements. So just keep that in mind as you're listening. So, one critical aspect of tax preparation, which we discussed in detail in part 1 of this series, is maintaining accurate financial records throughout the year. If you haven't listened to part 1 yet, I highly recommend going back and taking a listen because we really do dive into several tips and tricks to keep your finances in order. To summarize, you should be diligently tracking your income and expenses and any relevant documentation such as receipts, invoices, or bank statements. Accurate records will help you calculate your tax liability correctly and provide you supporting evidence in case of an audit. Implementing a reliable bookkeeping system can save you time and headache when it comes to tax season. The other thing that you should keep in mind is staying updated on tax laws. Just to keep things interesting, tax laws and regulations can change from year to year, so it's crucial that you stay informed about any updates that may affect your business. This includes changes in tax rates, deductions, reporting requirements, etc. I mean, the list truly goes on and on. The goal of this podcast is to keep you informed on these changes, so make sure that you subscribe to stay in the loop. Our next topic is understanding deductible expenses. Let's move on to some common tax deductions and credits that small businesses can take advantage of. Deductible expenses can help you lower your taxable income because you can write them off, so it's essential to know which expenses you qualify for. Commonly deductible expenses include rent, utilities, employee wages, business-related travel, professional services, and actually even a portion of your home office expenses can be deducted if you work from home. So I highly recommend consulting with a tax professional or review IRS guidelines to ensure you're claiming all of the necessary deductions that you're eligible for. Additionally, small businesses qualify for certain tax credits, which provide a dollar-for-dollar reduction on your tax liability. One example is the Small Business Healthcare Tax Credit, which helps offset the cost of providing health insurance to your employees. One other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you have a retirement plan, such as a simplified employee pension, IRA, or a solo 401k, ensure that you're making the maximum contributions allowed if you're able, because retirement contributions can also provide common tax advantages by reducing your taxable income. By contributing the maximum amount, you can benefit from both tax saving and building your retirement fund. I recommend consulting with a tax professional or review IRS guidelines to ensure that you're claiming all eligible deductions, as they can significantly impact your bottom line. Next, let's talk about tips for staying organized and meeting tax deadlines. In our final segment, we're going to offer some practical tips for staying organized and meeting your tax deadlines. First and foremost, maintaining well-organized filing systems can save you from scrambling to find important documents in the last minute. Consider using digital storage solutions or cloud-based accounting software to store and organize your financial records securely. Alongside that, keeping track of key deadlines is crucial. There are so many tax deadlines that it can get confusing and overwhelming fast. So we have created a small business tax deadline cheat sheet for you that I've linked in the details section of this episode. I highly recommend downloading it and familiarizing yourself with the deadlines listed there. I've listed things such as quarterly estimated tax payment deadlines, annual filing deadlines, and any specific industry-related requirements. Mark your calendar for these deadlines so that you can avoid penalties and interest charges. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We explored key considerations for tax preparation and compliance, discussed common tax deductions and credits for small businesses, and offered valuable tips for staying organized and meeting tax deadlines. Remember, taxes don't have to be overwhelming. By staying informed and seeking professional guidance when needed, you can navigate the world of tax preparation with confidence. As always, thank you for tuning into Accounting Recounted. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the latest episodes. If you have any suggestions for future topics or questions, please feel free to reach out to us on our website or on social media. Until next time, keep striving for success, and remember, your small business has the potential to make a big impact.